Negotiations with a group of kidnappers holding a South African for ransom in Yemen are continuing. The charity organization Gift of the Givers is in constant contact on the phone with the kidnappers holding Pierre Koki captive. Koki and his wife, both teachers from Bloemfontein, were captured in the city of Taiz in May last year. Pierre's wife Yolandi was released this week with the help, last week, with the help of the Gift of the Givers. The hostage takers are demanding millions in ransom. I'm now joined on the line from Pietermaritzburg by Dr Sooliman of the Gift of the Givers. Imtiaz, good morning. Just a quick follow-up. What's the latest on the negotiations to secure the release of Pierre?
Morning, Dan. We have been in constant contact with the kidnappers from Friday up till yesterday. Our main aim, of course, was to try to settle Yolandi, take her to a safe place, get information from her, calm her down. But at the same time, our priority here was to maintain the dialogue. From the first day, we've emphasized that dialogue, trust, and communication is the only way we can try to get both of them out. So for that reason, the dialogue has been very, very good from Friday up till today. Today, Anas Al-Hamati, my representative who has been involved all the time, is flying back to where he went the first time to release Yolandi. I can't give names now. And the only earliest flight he can get is 11 p.m. tonight. But for the rest of the day, he will be in constant contact with them, and they will receive him from tomorrow morning, and the negotiations restart face-to-face. It's being done on the phone, but it's far more effective when it's face-to-face.
Imtiaz, who are the kidnappers and why did they kidnap this couple?
Well, they are Al-Qaeda. They've made that very, very clear that they are Al-Qaeda. They told that to the couple. Whilst they were in captivity, Yolandi heard them speaking many times, you know what, and they've told us that directly. When they told Anas, he knew many of the names because he's an ex-journalist. They said they captured the couple because they thought they were American. They said they're Westerners, they're white people, they're American, and Anas convinced them to say these are from Africa, and they couldn't understand how can there be white people in Africa. And eventually we convinced them that these are South African, they've come here to teach, and besides teaching after hours, in their own time, free, volunteer, they were teaching additional English to Yemeni people.
Now, how did the Gift of the Givers get involved? We know you for helping thousands of people across the globe during natural disasters.
In 2011, a similar thing happened. There was a couple from South Africa that was taken hostage in Somalia. And because we had an office in Somalia, we decided to get involved because we had a very good relationship with all the different clans, the different tribes, even with, the Al-Shabaab and everybody else, because our work was known to everybody. So because we had an office and because we had a relationship and because we had a track record in Somalia, we got involved. But eventually the family wanted to do it themselves. So for the similar reason, we have an office in Yemen from 2012. We have built a fantastic relationship with the government, with the clan, with the people on the ground. In fact, people were ecstatic on Friday, the Yemeni people, when Yolandi was taken out. So many of them called us, so many journalists called, people from the president's office, everybody called, because they know our track record. And being South African, and being there, and Anas himself belongs to a very big clan. And we use that and the work that we do in Yemen and said, look, let us get involved and let us try to use our work as a bargaining chip. And that's why we got involved, because we are there, these are South African, and we thought maybe we can do something.
Okay, Imtiaz, we understand there were reports that the kidnappers were demanding a ransom, I think about $3 million for the release of Pierre. Within that must be paid within a week after his release. Are you guys paying money for the release of this couple?
I think we're not going to get away for paying money. When say the Gift of the Givers are not taking responsibility for paying. I mean, we don't do that. But the family is taking responsibility. Yolandi is coming down. They've told her very directly to her face, you know what, that your husband's life is in your hands. What we are trying to do is to extend the deadline and to substantially reduce that amount. In fact, one of the things that Anas is doing when he goes today to where he's going at 11 o'clock is taking copies of passports of both Yolandi and Pierre, and said, look, these are South Africans. South Africa is poor. There's no way you can ask for $3 million. He's using that as proof, as the continuation of the bargaining. But to be honest with you, I think something will have to be paid. Not that figure, hopefully, but something has to be paid.
Imtiaz, finally, very briefly, and is the South African government and the Yemeni government supporting Gift of the Givers' efforts in negotiating with Al-Qaeda?
Yes. The Yemeni government, from the president's office, the governor, from 3 different provinces, the national security, all called. They visited and they said they will not interfere in the process. The South African ambassador was there yesterday to come and sort out the paperwork, the passport and the transport arrangements for Yolandi. Even from Durban in Pretoria, they've called us. Everybody is thankful, and they're leaving it alone for us to continue something that we've started.
Thank you very much. That's Dr. Sooliman of the Gift of the Givers.